Hello everybody, welcome back to the MCN for Wednesday. So we're going to get right to the point, mainly because I'm pretty certain I've just picked up COVID over the weekend, because one of the people from the Stag Do said, hey, I've just picked up COVID, and I was completely well up until going to the Stag Do, so yay, fun. Interacting with people's fun, isn't it, nowadays? Yeah, so get to the point. Yeah, we got ourselves some info. This was from yesterday, actually, or a couple of days ago. Kabam Dork said, just wanted to give you an update. We have a fix for the increased load times many of you experienced in 45.1. We need to run it through tests and QA. Yes, Kabam do have a QA department, believe it or not. And then it will be out as a hotfix. Now, what that hotfix will be is, as I'm typing this, I'm just going to double check. Marvel Contest of Champions over on App Store. Nothing on there at the moment. You might check now. There might be something, or there may not be. I don't know how Kabam are going to plan to roll it out, or it could be one of these kind of hotfixes where they're able to just, like, you know, update it within game as they've done in the past. But we'll have to see with that one. Now, issues with Titania. I think, did we mention this? I think we've talked about Titania and some potential issues. But Doc West pointed out that the SP3. For a while, I found Titania's SP3 to be incredibly frustrating due to how often the AI throws a special into it. Sometimes it happens as soon as the special 3 animation finishes, and other times after my first heavy attack. It's gone to the point now where I rarely pick her in Battlegrounds because there's always a high chance that SP3 is broken by the opponent's special. She's completely unreliable and stressful to play. It wasn't always this way. There was a time where I really had a hard time deciding if she would be my first 7-star science rank up or if Hulk would get it. I went Hulk, and if I had to make that decision today, it would be easy pass on her. Is anyone else experiencing this, or am I just bad at using Titania all of a sudden? And yeah, in Battlegrounds I faced Doom 3 times in a row, and in all those 3 times he threw his SP2. Yes, I did heavy Haymaker into an SP3. Still, he just throws it. Yeah, that's not very good, is it? I've gone into the habit of throwing the first hit of the heavy attack with Haymaker before an SP3 to inflict a double debuff 2 intimidates instead of 1. With the double debuffs, I've had no champions throw a special during my heavy spam this entire season, and I'm going to keep using this from now on. A heavier definitely has been nerfed. Whiffs routinely in spots used to connect. It's interesting, different perspectives right here. And I think Kabam Dork comes in to say this is either being investigated or looking into. This was because we covered this as the Titania silent nerf or bug. It wasn't the case. He didn't acknowledge it. He said he was looking into it. He said he was investigating it. Thanks for the update on Intimidate. I've added this to the context, and that's just I think that's really it. I thought there might have been another update to this, but that's really it being investigated, because it. By the way, it's been investigated. It doesn't mean to say it's been dealt with. It's been investigated. Yeah, so there's always a difference. And as well, if we find out any more info, I'm sure it will be shared out to the community. But it's still under investigation if you're finding any of the things when it comes to functionality with Titania and other things. Next on to a quick funny story. Player comes out to say, hi Marvel, because, you know, Marvel Contest of Champions and Kabam are just Marvel. Please unban my account. I have played it for a long time and I will never repeat it again. Funny side of things, even with a please, is that Kabam Crashed always kind of like crashes into things to say, that's what your first strike was for. So, yeah, repeating it again. Well, no, you can't repeat it because your account is pretty much gone. Don't cheat. If you cheat, you'll lose your account. Don't come crying if you lose your account. Yes, there are some instances when Kabam are in the wrong, but a lot of the time they're in the right. There's a greater percentage of Kabam being right than being wrong, which, look, you don't want to agree with, fine. But unfortunately, them's is the rules. Now it's a bit of an it's very interesting today, the topic of the Saga Incursions has less stuff in it. I really enjoyed Saga Incursions. I thought Kabam did a fantastic job with it, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, I had fun. Like, it's very rare nowadays to go, I had fun with a piece of content. I thought it was, you know, fun. I enjoyed myself. It was definitely fun. But there are some things that were being raised here that's very, as we said, very interesting. Interesting, the word of the day. Ex-Magicka Sagas had 111,000 artifacts, 7,000 7-star shards, 5,000 Titan Crystal shards. This Murderworld, 61,000 artifacts, 4,750 7-star shards, that's 2,250 less, 3,750 Titan shards, 1,250 less. So you can see there's been a difference in the amount that Kabam have given out. And what's the reason for that? Also interesting, I should point out that Sector 7 has 92,000 artifacts. Just seems strange to have less rewards. And I saw this opened up an interesting track. I think it's the same person. Yeah, Armored Ghost. And I love it. I honestly love it when people pick up this stuff. Because I didn't, but that's mainly because I've come from one illness to another illness. And there's like house stuff that needs to be sorted out and everything else that's going on in my life. But yeah, Armored also says, I didn't notice before, but other awards were nerfed as well. Ex-Magicka versus Murderworld. 7-star shards there. Titan Crystal shards there, right? And obviously, this warrants a response, which I've just glossed over. There we go. So Kabam Crash says this was intentional. Part of the way we calculate rewards is based on time invested. Obviously, doing 15 zones is much lower investment than doing 25 zones was. And as a result, the rewards should be lower. We kept a lot of the best stuff, including the full tier for Alpha. Thank you for that, by the way. Saga rank up gem and 6 stones. Thank you, by the way. But decrease some of the more granular payouts, which, look, I kind of get, I kind of don't. I am happy about the way that it's structured. I've really enjoyed 15 zones because it was less grindy, and of course that allowed for more time in different areas, whether or not that was finding some extra time for Rarity to go, oh, I've got time today to look at my relics and just organise them. I never get that chance in that time. Although I still haven't done the event quest, I still haven't done the Paragon Gauntlet, I still haven't finished all the side quests that I want to do. Not that you have to do all of it. And I haven't done one more Battlegrounds objective and done a little bit more in Battlegrounds now that I'm over the Vibranium slump. So I guess there's 5 bits of content. And then tomorrow, it's Spring of Sorrow Gauntlet. So it's like, as much as it's like, save time. More time in different areas. So, and I haven't done any arena this month. Man, it's just, damn. I really hope that there's more quality of life stuff like in the future, just to go, hey, here's a little bit more extra time to do other stuff. But hey, I guess you can't have it all in the world of MCOC. But what are your thoughts on this? Are you a bit bummed out that you didn't get to have any of the special rewards to the volume of that? Are you content with it? I don't know. Like, I know that it's 30,000 less artifacts, and that's that kind of then. And this is the unfortunate knock-on effect. Do you want to get that Incursions crystal? Yeah. The 7-star one? Yeah. Or a 6-star one, depending on what you're doing in game? Yeah. We are going to have to do Sector 6 and Sector 5 and the lower sectors because you ain't going to make the cut of the amount of artifacts you may need. So there you go. It's like, great. Now I'm going to have to do Sector 6 and Sector 5 in order to get an Incursion 7-star this month. And I'm like, oh, this rotation of top zone bonus. I'm like, oh, great. More things to find the time to do. But at least there may be some decent champions I've got in order to take me through there. So I suppose, would it be as long? I'm not quite sure. Some of the champions that were put as defenders were actually really good. I thought Kabam, again, did a fantastic job with Saga Incursions. But in any case, thoughts in the comments about that one. Let's move on to another story, shall we? Now we're going to end the show on this, Comic-Con. There's a weird assemble your joining forces of Marvel Contest of Champions to bring supercharged rewards and epic gaming perks to Google Play Points members. Join us at San Diego Comic-Con or experience it on Google Play. Register now to play Comic-Con. So I don't know if there's like a tie-in event. We'll have a click on the button in a minute. Really interesting though, because we get, as I said, interesting is the word of today. We also get this. Do you see it? It's the 10th anniversary logo. So this is Kabim. It's the COVID's getting to me. Kabam have got the Contest of Champions, Champ 10's logo. So that's going to be their 10th anniversary logo, which looks really cool. So looking forward to the events towards the end of the year. But let's have a look at what they're kind of putting out for what this special tie-in event is. What the command I've got is this right here. So take rewards to new heights during Comic-Con. Calling all heroes. Play is supercharging your rewards during San Diego Comic-Con. Did I say New York? Or San Diego? Both of the convention and online. Explore these exclusive perks available to Play Points members throughout the iconic event. So if you've got Play Points, carry on. It should be some good stuff. Register to play like a hero. All Silver Plus members headed to San Diego Comic-Con. Claim your hero pass and assemble the VIP Access Google Play's Wheel of Champions ride. Exclusive Marvel collectibles and more. Very interesting. I don't know what, still don't know what this is 100% about. But, I mean, I don't have anything Google Play. I don't spend in the game. It's not really something that applies to me. And there's more exclusive play point perks coming in July 25th. But I did see many people saying in the comments below that, what if you're not going? I'm a US citizen, so I have a US Google Play account at silver level, and I cannot claim it. Can I get help? I'm at silver level, and it isn't working for me either. It's a shame. Spent money getting to level for me. Looks like a blast. I'm having the same reported issue where I have a US-based Google Play silver account, but it won't recognize and let me register. So there seems to be like a bit of an issue or disconnect with stuff not working. But it looks like there's going to be something that's associated with San Diego Comic-Con, July 25th. So we could be reporting on some stuff happening there. I really hope the Kabam are going to be teasing some things at San Diego Comic-Con, because I just felt like we haven't really had this kind of convention thing. And depending on the state of things with, no Jax, no Mike, are we going to get anything at New York Comic-Con this year? Is Kabam Dork going to be, Dave going to be there? Is Dave going to be, heading up something when it comes to the Battleground Brawl? Is that over for a year? Are we doing any kind of exhibition-y type stuff? Mysteries upon mysteries. Anyway, that's been the show for today. There was a few things I wanted to do, but I'm just not feeling well to kind of go into more detail on some stories, coverage, and other stuff. But anyway, check out some other content located on screen, and have a lovely day, and I'll see you all in the next video whenever that will be. Bye bye.